Ready to get started on Thursday?
For sure. That's what you've been waiting on.
How bored have you been in this preseason?
It sucks, even after they cut it down. You know, kind of just fiend for the real thing, you know, especially when you're a competitor, just to get out there and really compete and go out there and play basketball.
Can you guys just turn it on when it's opening night as opposed to coasting through the preseason?
Hey, you know, you have no choice but to kind of, in a sense, coast and kind of, you know, find your rhythm, you know, get a little feel during preseason because it's preseason. You know, you're not going to play that much. You know, you're not going to play your regular style. You're not going to, you know, shoot the same amount of shots. You're not going to do everything you normally do in the real game. So you kind of have no choice. But, you know, when the real thing come around, be completely ready and understand, you know, the little things that you need to learn and put together during preseason. You really could exploit everything in one once the real thing comes.
So much of the focus in Casey's camps over the last few years has been defense, especially early in camp. How much different was that this year, or was it different with all of the offensive emphasis?
It was the same. You know, it was the same. You know, implementing one thing that, you know, we do a great job of, we implement, you know, offense with the defense and defense with the offense. You know, we compete against the defense that we're trying to play as long as learning offense as well, so it makes it a lot easier, a lot quicker, and you know it makes it fun when you can compete that way.
How much different does the game feel knowing that the team's trying to operate differently offensively? Does it change much for you? Do you notice it?
You know, definitely get guys a lot of open shots, you know, and that's definitely the great thing about it. You know, especially with as much attention that I draw if I'm posting up, handling the ball, coming off the screen. So, you know, kind of just being out there, moving at a quicker pace, you know, finding guys finding each other, playing off one another a little bit more.
Do you think, I mean, you showed great signs of that, not just you with the team, in the preseason. When the lights are on, the defense is turned up, can it stick, or will you go back to what you're best at or been used to doing?
I mean, it's a little bit of both. You know, the game is just not going to be one way. You know, you got to be able to have every sort of weapon you need to pull out whenever you need. You know, every game is different. Every possession is different, so, you know, you got to be ready for anything, you know, and to have that package with the team, you know, the things we're trying to accomplish and, you know, things that, you know, I'm great at, you know, we can use all them things together and be very good.
What do you think your season's going to look like? I mean, last season was probably the best of your career, top 5 scoring, et cetera, et cetera. Is that how you're going to measure yourself? Or?
No, honestly, I never measure myself. I never come out and say, I'm gonna average X amount of points, I'm gonna do this. You know, I really, you know, convince myself I want to come back a better player than I was the previous year. You know, it's never just one thing. You know, I never just look at it like I'm gonna be the #1 scorer this year because I was, you know, I never look at it like that. I just look at it like this is what I did last year, this is what I could have been better at. If I add this on top of what I know I could do, I could be a better player in general. And I just let that play out through the season.
What, can you share some of the things that you think might end up making you a better player or improve you a better player this year?
I don't know. Have I ever told y'all anything before the season?
Specifically asked. So.
Yeah, no, you know, I kind of let it show over the night. You know, that's when, you know, like I said, as a competitor, you know, when them lights come on, you put that jersey on and, you know, you tie them shoes up a little bit tighter than you would during the preseason. You know, you understand what's at stake, and, you know, that's just how I approach it.
With that in mind, is there a win total number you guys have spoken about? Like we need to.
No, we don't even look at that. You know, we don't count nothing but the days until the game. You know, and one game at a time. You know, that's one thing I always stress to the team. One day at a time, one practice at a time. You know, you're gonna have your ups, you're gonna have your downs, but as long as you grow from whatever situation we go through and be better for the next time they come around, we'll be fine.
As successful a team as you guys have been the last 4 years, what's it like going into the season with everyone saying, you know, Golden State or bust, and, you know, LeBron's going to the finals again?
Yeah, it's the same story as it's been the last 4 years. Nothing changed. Nothing changed with the predictions. Nothing changed. Same old thing. You know, for us, we got to go out there, worry about ourselves, and at the end of the day, no matter what we do, I'm pretty sure they'll say the same thing next year.
What's the benefit of bringing back so many players versus Boston or Cleveland who have to work in so many guys?
Camaraderie and chemistry is hard to come by. You know, it's hard, you know. So when you have that sense of comfort of knowing guys individual, on and off the court. You have a different comfort zone when you go out there and you're in the big moments and understanding each other, you know. So that kind of goes a long way, and it actually wins you games in the NBA. And you could tell teams that's been together for years, you know, just off the strength of that, they could pull out victory over a more talented team, so to speak. So, you know, things like that definitely go a long way.
What do you think? I mean, CJ Miles now had a chance to work with him for 5 games in a month. What does he bring? And why would you make your story different?
I mean, you seen him in Chicago the other night, and what did he play? I don't even know how many minutes he played, but you know, to light it up like that, you know, especially with the second unit, the way he did it, and you know, the comfort that he's been gaining when you know he's out there with me and Kyle, it's gonna make his job even a lot more easier. So, you know, it's CJ definitely one of them shooters in the league that you have a special scout for if he's not on your team. And I remember scouting for him, and our main goal when we was playing Indiana in the playoffs was not to let CJ get going. So for us, you know, it's hard to say, you know, let's not get Cal and DeMar going, but now you got to worry about a guy like CJ. So, you know, that's big.
Have you played with a guy that's as dangerous a spot a shooter as he is?
Peja Stojakovic.
Briefly.
How were those 2 games?
Right. It's the truth, though. A lot of people wouldn't know that. But it's crazy, you know, how effort, like, you know, he do it with no effort, you know, especially when he's wide open, you know, and for him to even come to me saying, you know, this is the most fun he had in a long time thus far in his career is definitely great. And, you know, I'm just trying to make guys' job easier to get wide open shots like that so he can get going, and, you know, it makes it easy on all of them.
Is that motivating for you? I mean, you showed signs down the stretch last year, certainly in the playoffs, of being that playmaker, and, you know, having a guy out there to target, it's got to be a luxury.
For sure, you know, it definitely feel good, and you know, the way I approach things offensively is, you know, how I could break down the defense or how the defense is going to try to stop me, and I use that against the defense. You know, that's definitely a great tool for me to have and not try to exert myself so much that I always usually try to do. But it's great when you can look over and see a guy like that.
Mark, sorry, quickly. I don't know if you heard Pop's comments on Trump. Not necessarily his comments, but the fact that he continues to be vocal. Do you have an opinion on that?
I love Pop. Every word he said it's you got to stand behind Pop. I want him. Popovich for president, for sure.